here's one I struggle with quite a bit is, I spent a lot of years as an individual contributor working in distributed systems. I cut a lot of code. I still, my retirement plan is to go back to coding. I really enjoy it. And I think I do a good job at analyzing system design, system architectures, working with other engineers. The problem is, as you move up the curve, you really got to get to a point where you're not doing all that. You can't scale it effectively, right? So you got to figure out how you back away from that. Find other people that can do your job well. Maybe they don't do it in your own judgment as well as you think you might be able to, but at some level, it doesn't matter, right? Again, you got to be building up these other people and making them successful. Yeah. Otherwise, your ability to go beyond a team of dozens of people to hundreds of people to thousands of people, it just won't work, right? It's like you got to be able to take the lessons you've learned and the understanding you've got in those more hands-on, intimate roles, but you got to figure out how you scale it up in a way that you let go. And I've seen a lot of people, especially on the tech side. I think more than anything on the tech side, people struggle with that quite a bit.
Yeah, that's like a super hard. Those transitional periods are really hard when you're like you're needing to lead a team, and then you're also an individual contributor. Like you have to be doing kind of both those roles. Like, that's all very hard spot to be.
Yeah. Well, for folks that actually stay in an IC role in a large org, again, you may have more flexibility to jump in and do stuff yourself because you're not tied to all the management side of life that just sucks the bandwidth out of you. But even there still, I mean, I look at that senior leader's role is really to find other senior leaders, plug them in, and make sure they're empowered. Obviously, you want to find ways to collaborate and checkpoint, and make sure people are doing the right things. But even as a senior IC, as you move up in an organization, I think it becomes significantly less about you doing the work and you doing everything, you figuring out, and you're more helping the organization to get those muscles built up and the right people in place to function. And especially in either role, you're not going to be there forever, right? I mean, you may move into a different role in your company or in a different company. You may get promoted, you may get pushed aside. Who knows, right? So you also want to be thinking about like what is this organization? What happens to this organization without me? Right? Where you see the weaknesses that you may have been filling in on, if you're not there, you're not going to be filling in on them.
Thank you so much for checking out this clip from the Data Talk podcast. To watch the full episode, you can either go to the Experian blog. The URL is experian.com/datatalk, or you can click on the link, which is found in the description of this video.